Here we go. Your course walkthrough. Everybody join me over here. Small group. And we will get this thing going. It can stay. That's all right. We don't want anybody to break a hip. All right. So, thanks for joining us this morning, guys. We appreciate it. Early in the season, and we'll knock some of the rust off, even though the season only felt like it ended a couple weeks ago. We're back at it again. It's just wanted to get it done early, Okay, so this is a NNL course competition, means NNL rules govern all of the obstacle construction and the rules of the course, which includes the start-finish platforms and the parameters of each obstacle. The NinjaWorks timing system will be governing all the timing and scoring for today. You can check your run order on the screen above the action room right over there. The leaderboard will be posted there as well, so there's not a whole lot of surprises when we get to the podium. That's it, I think. As far as masks go, everyone here is of eligible vaccination age, but to keep consistency for like the live stream and all the other waves, we're all going to wear masks while we're in the building. It's just the decision we made, okay? It's the time. Listen, man, it's the times we live in, and we're just all doing our best to try to figure it all out. So, anyway, without further ado, let's get to some obstacles. That makes everybody happy. Start platform is right here. We'll make your way up these 5 steps. These are the skewy steps. They're about 8 inches in on all sides, a little bit padded. They don't move. There's no tricks here, except that this one's askew this way and this one's askew this way. This rope will be seated in the place where it wants to fall, which is right there. Okay. You are responsible for getting to the rope on your own. Once you touch the rope, that's a point. Okay. We only had one person yesterday who scored 0 points, and he was proud of it because he literally that was his goal to set out, was try to jump from there to there, and he missed touching the rope on the way by. He was a good sport about it. Everybody's leaving here with a point today. Just touch the rope. That's it. Okay. From there, you're going to make your way over to here, and that'll be the completion of your second obstacle. This is rotation. Get it? It's a rope, and it rotates. Rotation. Nice little portmanteau for you there. And so any questions about obstacle 1 or 2? You can push off of literally anything. So if you can get off of here, if Matt's still sitting there, that's his problem. Push off him, okay? Knock him into the action room. Do whatever you can. We did see a couple people in the teens yesterday get hung up quite a bit. Now, their platform was a lot further away than yours is. But if this thing starts going squirrely on you, fight for it, Reach those legs out, push off of whatever you can. All right, come on over. Next up, we have the aviary. You're going to start, if you want to use that ring that's up top there, or if you want to jump to this ring, you're more than welcome to either or. You're going to use the series of rings and birdhouses to get you all the way through to this landing platform here. Your start-finish platform is the top, so this obstacle is complete when you cross the plane here with your body. So when you land here, you won't hear the point until you get up and over here. Don't let your legs slip. It's a simple parkour landing. It's not super slippery, but it's also not super sticky either, and these things are here to kind of stop your feet. So just be aware of your surroundings, okay? Any questions about the aviary? You tell me. If I had to guess, yeah, it's pretty close. They're not that far away. All right, next up we have Monster Mountain. Once you cross the plane here, you can use these holds on the bottom and this minion head to get yourself over to the stalactite. There are a bunch of juggy holds on the back side of it, but there's also the blue holds on the front. You can attack this however you want. If you want to take the high road and go up, there's another minion head on the top here, or a lot of people have been throwing the lache from the bottom to here. Both are acceptable. Incidental contact with the mat is fine, but obviously don't fall off. Up and over the top, your start-finish platform, or finish-start platform, I should say, is here on the back side of this. So you won't get the point for this obstacle until you reach here. Any questions about Monster Mountain? Cool. All right, next one. Stage 4 space program. This obstacle took out a lot of people yesterday, some surprisingly. So I've been saying this a lot. Don't sleep on it. It is trickier than you think. This first one spins, okay? The second one and all the rest of them are on springs. Some of you guys remember the moon rocks fondly from a few years ago, I'm sure. It's not the first obstacle. Now it's the fourth or fifth. Make your way across. This is going to be, I'll give you guys hands and feet on this one if you need to catch yourself. There's not a lot of pinch points. The finish platform for this is here. Make sure you cross the plane here. So your whole body has to come across this plane here. You can't just step here and be here and then go, okay, I'm going this way. All right? You got to go all the way up onto the box. Any questions about space program? Okay. Next up, we have the pizza cutters. We've adjusted them in, made the laches shorter. Sorry, Rob, they're a little lower as well. He can static it. So you're not linking, but you're going here to here to here. Honestly, guys, I was just worried that some of you wouldn't be able to make the 2-foot up move, so I kept you all in a straight line. Yeah, see, I'm trying to look out for everybody, not trying to beat you up. Pizza cutters all the way down to here, and your dismount is this black box here, across the plane, disengaged from the obstacle. I don't know how you could still be engaged to the obstacle to here, but that's, yeah. Okay, any questions about pizza cutters? Cool. Next up, you guys have nice bungee job, Nick. You guys have a single boomerang, okay? So these boomerangs are a new fun creation. They both spin and dangle and move basically in annoying ways. So you can use the tops. You can try to grab it down like if you want, but whatever. Go over the top. It's a big, thick 3-inch sloper basically, so it's just going to put your hands in a really kind of uncomfortable position. They move a little bit different than wing nuts because they pivot back and forth as well, and your dismount platform for that is here. You just have to go from the L to here. Now, if you have designs on bypassing the boomerang, it's 10 feet, obviously a little less from off of that, so it's probably an 8-foot. 10 feet from that box right there. This mat is 10 feet. So it's a little closer, but it's an 8-foot kind of around the corner, over here. So if you don't plan on seeing your kids graduate with original patellas, fine, go for it. It will a little bit. It'll kind of rattle. Yeah, because it flexes. The platter that holds it there has a little bit of flex to it. Yes, exactly. Okay. Yeah, it's on an angle, so it's all on an off angle. Yeah. Exactly. So once not in a 90, it's probably at about like a 80, 75, something like that. There you go. Okay. I'm 190 pounds, and I was on this obstacle. Yes, absolutely. These things those platters I think are rated for like 2,500 pounds. Yeah. And we marked them all as well. Wait, didn't we? Yes, we did. And they're cotter pinned at every point and drilled through. You should be fine. Any questions about boomerang? Cool. From there, we're going to move on to the fish market. Oh, for the live stream, that's why. Fish market is a simple 4-foot lache. Okay, at this point, we're not going to make you guys throw the transfer. I know many of you could, but 4-foot lache to here, touch this rope. That's your finish for this obstacle, okay, for fish market. And then frog pond, you can use your feet on the rope, climb up here. You're going into the frog lips and then to the bungees. I know. and then to the next set and then down to here. I got to come up with a name for them. You can overshoot. This is just a finish platform, okay? And then that's the end of frog pond. Notice the yellow tape on the top of the smooching, the battle frogs. Let's call them battle frogs. That sounds a little more badass, I guess. Don't touch the top where the yellow tape is. Yellow tape is off. You have to go in there. If you go into the eye sockets, I don't want to see anybody leave here with broken fingers. It's probably not the best plan, but go into the slots. Sure can. Yep. Bottom or top. Yep. Either one. Okay? It's actually not a bad name. From there, conveyor belt. Okay? Let's see. I did this all yesterday. No problem. Today, 1 for 1. Yay. They're not super difficult, but they can trip you up. We had a lot of people fall on them yesterday just because they kind of, again, I say they slept on them as they came around, or the clock was ticking down and they were thinking about this obstacle and not thinking about that. So, you know, be cautious through there. Any questions about conveyor belt, start platform, finish platform, all the way around? You do not have to use all of them if you don't want to, but they do spin. They're not on bearings, but they do move pretty freely. Okay. Next one is the 3-4 defense, which we'll probably see later today at 4:25 when the Patriots play. You can use all 3 of these, and we're going to let you use the tops as well. So if you want to grab up here, you can. Cliffhanger ledge and peg grasper. You guys just have to get to the touch point. Oh, you know what? If that's a touch point continuation, I think the rule says we need a finished platform, which would mean we need to pull this mat, slide that in, and bring that finished platform. So this is going to have to be a finished platform. Okay, so this obstacle would end. Let's pull this mat out, bring these red mats in, and just slide everything forward.
But if you go across, you escape.
No. For the skills comp, you get an extra run. It's be like Wheel of Fortune. Be like, here you go, you got an extra wild card. The teens had to go straight through, yeah. The preteens as well, I think.
Are these rotating either direction or alternating?
They rotate 360 degrees about a center axis. So they love to spin. That's. You can use the blue, you can use the cliff, and you can use the top. Yeah. The back of the 4, yeah. Try to steer clear. That UFO is on, yes, to get there. The second one you're probably not going to want to use, but. And if you want to try to throw it from the 4, you can. What I will tell you is if you get too hippie with these things and you try to lâcher them, they're just going to spin you in a circle. All right? Cool. So that's finished platform for that one. And then finally, oh, man, we gave you, oh, there it is. I was like, this is a really small start platform. Start platform for the final climb is here. You're going to go up to the angel step, slide it across, and hit the buzzer right there. Okay? No, not at all. The trick to this is full disclosure. You have to unweight it to get it to slide. So if you're hanging long arm or you're putting all your weight into it, it's not going to move. You have to kind of bump it and nudge it through. Yep. Yeah, exactly. There's just a lot of friction when you're hanging on it that way. If you kind of lift and slide at the same time, I always do it in L's. That's just kind of I think that's the easiest way. Okay? Or you can kind of do it on the way by. See what you're visualizing. That's fine. We're not going to rush you through this morning since there's only a handful of you. We're going to give you 3 minutes. 3 minutes on a course. That's like unheard of in NNL these days, a 3-minute course. But we like having low numbers to allow you guys to do it. Yeah, exactly. So head back into the action room, and we'll call up our first couple competitors here in the next few minutes. Yes?
So are we engaging in those all or just from here to the top?
You can either go here to there, or you can use that one. Yep. Yeah, that one. It's a big up move from the bottom, but you can get, yeah. Just got to get to there. That just happens to be there. Yeah, you got it. All right, we'll get it going in a minute. Last thing I was going to ask, that got loud. In years past, I've been on the floor like announcing your run while you're going, and we heard some feedback that some people were like, that's distracting. We don't like it. So I've been sitting back in the booth and doing the live stream and not broadcasting over here. If you guys prefer that, I'm happy to do it. It's what I've been doing all week. But if you'd rather have me announce your run while you're going, I'm happy to do that too. Is there anybody who's like, I don't like it, I'm distracted, please don't? Okay. I try to avoid doing that, I really do. I'll say it on the live stream so you can't hear me, that's fine. But then it gives you something fun to go back and watch later, and you can hear all the nice things that I say about you guys, and hear me mispronounce your name. All right, we'll catch up with you in just a few minutes, and we'll get this going.
some up here in the fridge from the banquet or the barbecue.
On one cam and Nick's on the other. Yep, we got you. Turn the AC on again.
Michelle will let me would say your commentary makes me giggle about that. I have no idea what you said there. I apparently I missed the whole everything.
While he was running, I was just like, okay, so he just showed you the
Right.
highlights and how you move on.
Did you just like rip it off during it?
And then I was quiet for his entire run. Yeah. Really want to say anything bad? I'm actively trying to like be like this. I mean, what do I say about it?
He is not showering.
No. Like the second just screaming, I'm like, well, here comes the video. It's the same story.
Actually, that's the one that eats. We're supposed to see it. These guys actually is better.
Just obnoxious state symbols.
You guys are in that camp. Let's do it. I got some water. I don't know if that's anybody's smart water.
Okay.
But I also realized that there are laptops.
All right, Casey, whenever you're ready, let's get them going. DJ Beat Sauce on the ones and twos will cue up the music and turn my microphone off.
So y'all know Austin Johnson is doing fine.
He's alive and joining the chat.
Oh, good. Noah.
All right, so we got Rosie.
Rob.
They can see it on the way by. Hey, welcome. Thanks for joining the live stream.
Ready?
All right, good morning, ninjas. We are back for another day of action here at the National Ninja League Traditional Comp. We got a 7-pack. You got a bonus of Masters this morning. Who are going to take on this course. Some familiar faces, and anyone who's over 40. Where's our first competitor? Should be getting to the start line momentarily. Yeah, there we go. We're going to give these masters 3 minutes this morning to tackle this course. They don't move as fast as they used to, and we don't want to beat them up too bad. We've taken some of the teeth out of the obstacles here, and they're already taking advantage of my good charity and skipping birdhouses. There he goes. Ooh, donk. I mean, Rob's out here making big moves. He was the one who was kind of like, I would prefer your commentary to be strictly on the live stream and not out on the floor because it messes me up. Which is fine. I realize that it can be distracting for certain competitors, so I've been relegated to the booth. But these big bodies are just moving along here. Now, Space Program took out a lot of really agile ninjas yesterday. Rob's got a few miles on the old sneakers there, but seems to be moving pretty well through it. Stay up, steps up. Oh. Space business, man. It's tough. So part of the thing with the pizza cutters is I kept them nice and low because I didn't want anybody falling from too big of heights. But some of these taller competitors like Rob, he's got to struggle to keep his legs up. But they're used to it, and we're going to be pretty lenient on the incidental calls today on the mats. Basically, like being a proud member of the Masters division myself, sometimes your only goal is to go out and just have a little fun on some obstacles and not get hurt. That's it. So I'm glad to get these guys on this boomerang obstacle. We had debated kind of taking some of it out. We didn't make them make the transfer because it is a big dynamic move. But we at least wanted them to get some hands on it so they could feel it. Rob's probably wishing that we had put the bars a little bit higher than we did. There we go. Gets the bungees, gets to the last Frogger, and off he goes. Up and over he goes. Up and around, and he's off. Good job, Rob. Now coming into these things. Rob's got the bait on it. He was definitely watching the live stream yesterday, or Coach Lucas has got him dialed in. Now he's got to get all the way through to that landing platform. Yep. And now he's got to go do the devil steps.
Come on, Rob.
Just jumps up to the third one. Still has to contend with the angel step, though. Wow, that 3-minute time limit goes pretty quickly. Come on, Rob. Nice. There you go. So there he is. He completed the whole, most of the course, other than that little slip up on the 3-4 defense and the space program. I mean, he looked fairly strong on everything, so good on you, Robs. Next up, we have Daria Beard, pronounced Dari, or I dare ya. Thanks for including that. I wish Eric, who will be running later, would put that for his last name. Give me a nice phonetic spelling so I can stop saying it wrong. But I think he just prefers to give me crap about it. Yeah. Daria's 6th season, I believe. She has at least one women's Masters championship under her belt. I want to say she won the title in the past. She is the reigning New England Ninja adult Masters champion. She competed on the Big Show, season 10, with her daughter, Alyssa. Go looking strong. Look at the flex on those birdhouses. Nice job, Daria. She loves laches and upper body obstacles when she's not riding her horse, or quilting, or hiking. She goes through the monster teeth, getting a little hung up on that minion there, trying to reach all the way underneath. If she can keep her feet on that box and reach underneath, that would be very interesting. I haven't seen anybody do that yet, and she's not the tallest competitor. I wouldn't think that she'd be able to do that. There she goes. Nice. She just tells the rest of her competitors, that's a lot easier, guys. You should do it that way. Always courteous and kind. We love Daria Beard. Her daughter Alyssa will be competing here later today in the elite division. Can't wait to see our friend Alyssa. There she goes. Nice. That is not a big opening there. Only 6 inches wide. Or no, not even. I think it's about 4 inches wide by 1.5 inches. I'd have to look back through my drawings. Now, 1:30 on the clock because that took her quite a while to get through. There's a little bit of Jimmy legs going on the springs, but then she gets to the ones that are a little less springy. No worse for the wear. All right, let's see if she can link up these pizza cutters and if she can get over to the salmon ladder transfer, like a little lachey there, with maybe 35 seconds left on the clock. Oh, couldn't get the pizza cutter. Man, Daria, I set that up that way just for you, so you wouldn't be intimidated by the height or kept the height or the distance nice. Those can feel a little weird if you're not used to them. Let's see what she's got for this boomerang. I guarantee she's never seen anything like this before. Yep, that makes sense. Those are big. I mean, I don't even know if her hands are that big. The ledges up there, I mean, you know, if you ever seen like a parking stopper, like one of those things in the parking lot that keeps your car from pulling forward, it's about as wide as the top of that. So next time you're grocery shopping or you see a curb or something like that, just try to put your hand on top of it and see, you know. Now imagine hanging from that and having to control yourself from falling. Very difficult. Well, I would say, she's just going to sidestep that guy right there. Maybe save the rest for redemption time. Great job, Daria. Next up, we have Paul Rand. These masters are so good at cheering each other on. It's a camaraderie. Who knows? Maybe this season when I'm not hosting this event and I got to be down and coaching our kids, maybe I'll mix it up with these guys a few times this year. Shoulder's starting to feel a little better. Arm still bothered me a little bit. Rob's up there dancing. Or Paul, sorry. That's it. Now, Paul is part of the reason why we stress test all of our obstacles.
I feel like that frame would be pretty hard.
I mean, him and the elites. The elites move big, and I never want anything to feel, you know, rickety or slidey. Like when he gets over on the boomerangs, maybe, but you know, we want to make sure that our ninjas feel safe, because you do a lot better when you feel confident in the structure, you know. Now, Paul enjoys golf when he's not ninjaing. That is a hard hold for a big man. You can get all maybe 8 fingers on it, but without your thumbs, it's just real tough. Let's see if he can tap into his agility here. Let's go, Paul. Let's go. Let's go. Keep it together. He's got to get off that lightning bolt. Nice. Right into the camera. Watch out, Zays. Big man coming through. Now, he's got to keep his legs up coming through here, but he's used to that. Yeah, grabbed it, but maybe if they'd been a little bit higher, but then you also got to think, if I put those up higher for these guys.
Then I thought I misunderstood. Got that camera.
Salmon ladder, it's going to switch to salmon ladder camera in a second. Go now.
So now Paul is on. He's got to get his
just
feet
Nick's
on
camera, I
there.
think.
Trying to get his hand into the froggy delivery.
I think calling
All his weight on that one thing, yeah.
a delivery frog.
I'll tell you, as a ninja who loves to lift weights, and probably one of the bigger ninjas you're going to find, like I'm generally walking around 190 pounds, the heavier you are, and the more you lift, it's just that much more taxing on your hands, on your laches. Sure, you can generate a lot of power, but there's a power to weight ratio that, there's a reason why super fast McLaren cars only weigh about 2,500 pounds, but a Hemi Dodge Hellcat or something clocks in much higher than that, and the McLaren's a lot faster, lighter, faster. Bigger engines as well. I'm not trying to pretend like I'm some sort of deep dish car guy, but at least know that much. Lighter, is faster, more power. Now we have Shane Mayhew, who gave me no information about himself. He's a humble gentleman. Just wants to. These guys are not afraid to take the hits, just so they don't have to do those birdhouse cliffhangers. Like, I'd rather take a shot to the side of the head than have to risk a cliffhanger grip. Let's go, Shane. There you go. Get on the back side of that there. Shane's going to take the high road here.
Oh, that's a tiny little hold.
Go, Shane. Get your finger in those juggies. Those
Peter
stage
Adams,
4
too.
jug grips. Just couldn't quite hold on there. Whoop, whoop. Looks like he was trying to kickflip the board there for a second. Just slid all the way down. Here you go, Shane. So it seems like we're going to have a little bit of redemption time here after these Masters run. First time all weekend. Yesterday was just stacked back to back to back to back. We had so many competitors sign up late. We got our timing off a little bit. We were able to dial today in a little bit better. So maybe for the next wave for the young adults, we're going to move those pizza cutters up a little bit higher. And maybe we'll get a couple of these Masters willing to throw higher on it. Shane just kind of looking at that boomerang like, I have no idea what just happened, and not sure I want to do it again. It's going to just... There you go, static there. Get his feet on the rope. And then through the Froggy Frogs. That's it. Get that bungee.
Whoa!
Nice, Shane. Good save. So he wasn't super confident in his bungee grip, but he at least had enough to get to that second frog set. Nice. We were toying with the idea of calling them battle toads. I'm not exactly sure what the copyright infringement would be on something like that. I'm not sure if Battletoads still have a lot of legal money to throw around to come after us for using their name, but you'd be surprised. He was looking pretty good on that 3-4 defense there, and he's just going to kind of keep going to try to grab that UFO. Whoa, and then goes for a spin. Yeah, he touched it. Ugh, and down. All right, good job, Shane. Next up, Eric Loiseau. The Ninja Rap. So we all know Eric. He's last year's NINA Masters champion for the men. He's a former New England grappling champion. Qualified for the NNL 4 times, and he took second on Tier 3. Wait, on Stage 3. Tier 3. You're getting your leagues confused, bud. Tier 3 at the NNL Worlds. That does not compute. There he goes. So Eric's a very competitive guy. He always likes to mix it up. Never without a joke or a rib on someone. I like his song choice for sure. Let's see if he can make it through the space program. This has been a little tricky for some of these masters today. There he goes, taking big steps. Guy who does Spartan races tend to be a little fleet of foot. Sometimes when you're going down that Scrabble rock type stuff, when you're running through, you got to take a little chalk in his pocket. He does. Just dipping into his little chalky pocket there. Come on, man. Get those hips up. There you go. Nice and easy.
Catch.
This is actually a great run song for someone who's like wants to be hyped up a little bit. It like, kicks in at all the right times. All right, so far I think he's our competitor who has made it. Yeah, first place. Thanks to our NinjaWorks graphic down there, we can see I've just put him into first place. Thanks, Noah. Oh, so satisfying for me. Oh, Eric, you're the best. I know you're going to listen to this later and you're going to be like, yes, that maniacal laugh that Nate made when I failed the boomerang. It's just so satisfying. He knows he's plenty strong. Into, oh, surprising on that one. We were doing the course walkthrough earlier, and I was telling Eric that we were still coming up with a name for that obstacle. You know, special delivery's taken. Ours is obviously kind of a variation on it. And he goes, "Oh, you should just call it the Horny Toads." And I was like, "That's not exactly kid friendly. I don't think we can." Stage 4's not exactly going in that direction. We're not a real tongue-in-cheek naming. You know, like to keep it PG at least. Now, this is what I designed this obstacle to do. Every time he swings his hips, I want it to just sort of wrestle with him. Now, he wasn't a grappling champion, but he's grappling with this obstacle right now,
Yeah, I got you.
which I absolutely love. This is what it's supposed to do, and he succeeds. Oh, come on. Had that. I like that as well. He's going to run out of time. I said this yesterday. People think when I make hard obstacles like that I want them to fail. I really don't. I want them to succeed. I want them to struggle a bit, but I do want them to succeed. All right, Tim Keenan is coming up. He says his only A&W experience is as a parent of junior kids. It's fine. Still something of note there, Tim. He's the owner of Strive Ninja Fitness in Franklin, Mass. Great facility down in Franklin, near where I live. And boy, they've really built themselves into a great program. We had a ton of Strive kids competing here yesterday. Both of Tim's kids competed. His son Zach, a member of our action team, almost podiumed yesterday. Had a great run. Penny's run, always entertaining. We love Penny. You need a little bit of that breath of fresh air from time to time. And Tim has molded himself into a pretty decent ninja in this Masters division on his own right. You know, his obstacle IQ has gone up substantially. Now, the Masters are too tall. Okay, now he's going to try a different plan. The Masters are a little too tall to try and get their feet on that high road. The kids were able to pull their legs up and put them on the ledges there. The Master is probably a little too big, or maybe they don't have the hip flexibility anymore to do it. I think that was Tim's original plan, was to go up and take the high road, but arms started to gas out, and he realized he couldn't get his feet on, didn't have that extra pull up there. So I believe that's what went wrong. He may correct me if I'm wrong later, but I'm often wrong. Rarely informed. For some reason, people like to give me a microphone, so let's go, Tim. Good job. All right, one of our first to get through the pizza cutter. I love that look. I've known Tim a long time. I know that look on his face where he's kind of like shaking his arms out going, huh, okay, I guess we're doing this now. Let's go, buddy. You got it. Oh, see, he got the beta from the kids. The one swing, he was either listening to the live stream and heard me say that, or he was talking about it. There's a lot of ninja brain trust that goes around here. Going to that first boomerang off the initial swing, I think, is probably the most efficient way to do it. The more swings you take, the more your hips get offline because the bar is slightly askew. It's not a direct 90-degree angle. So probably going to come to you every third or fourth swing that it's going to feel right, and you got to be ready to pull the trigger on it. So to get the timing on is tough. Tim tried to one-time it. It didn't work out, but that's okay. You know, his clock had already stopped, and there he goes. Still moving pretty quickly. You know, a lot of the other ninjas were timing out. Oh, there we go. Yeah, 10 seconds left. I can only see the stop time. I'm watching the same thing you guys are. I can only see the stopped time on the screen. I don't know what his time remaining is. And woof, look at that shoulder flexibility. He's just up there doing spin cycles. Good job, Tim. All right. So if you hear the Gummy Bear song, there's a very specific reason for that. And so this young lady, Stephanie, our next competitor, she's clumsy and scared of heights, which makes most of her runs interesting to watch. So hopefully I get to watch a little bit while I'm reading this copy here. She's dedicating her run to 4-year-old Kimber this weekend, who lost her thumb and parts of her other fingers in a lawnmower accident 2 weeks ago. She's still in the hospital and asked her, I guess Stephanie had asked her mom what song she would like her to run to, and she said the Gummy Bear song. So hence why she's running to the Gummy Bear song. When she filled out her athlete profile, she didn't give us a song. So right now she's saving money for Kimber. She's the 4-year-old daughter of a coworker who got under a running lawnmower. Oh my God! Like, as a parent, I can't even imagine. I have young kids. I was working with a wood chipper one day, like a big rented one, and cutting down some trees on our property. And I don't know, halfway through the day or something, I had this vision of like my daughters just coming out and saying hi to me, and then somehow being curious and getting stuck in those things. And I'll tell you, machinery does not care that you're a human being. It doesn't care about your appendages. And a lot of times people think they take power tools for granted, but you can get very, very hurt very quickly if you're not careful around it. You've got to watch your kids if you're doing yard work and you have young ones. Please, for the sake of all of them, just be diligent, be safe. And good for Stephanie for getting out here and making me talk about it. If there wasn't another forum for it, at least we have a small platform here of the internet where we can maybe bring someone's attention to it, and maybe it saves an appendage of someone else, or maybe a life, who knows. So thanks, Stephanie, for coming out here and trying some obstacles for us and giving me 3 minutes to talk about it. And we hope that Kimber, we hope she makes a recovery and leads a long and fulfilling life, and understands that it's not a disability. There are challenges in life that you need to overcome, and Kimber's got a few of them ahead of her, but it's certainly nothing that can't be overcome. So. Let's go, Stephanie. Get that swing going. That's it. Big swing.
The key change in the bridge.
I think what's happening right now is I'm learning that the Gummy Bear song is longer than I thought it was. It's exactly 3 minutes. That's fantastic. Things are lining up. That's perfect. She's moving over to a conveyor belt. Let's see. She said she was awkward and unbalanced, so this obstacle ought to be a little interesting. She looks perfectly fine. Oh, keep that chest up. Come on. Don't worry about that countdown. You just keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. Yeah, what was clumsy about that? Good job, Stephanie. Nice work. All right, we're going to get back out on the floor. She was our final competitor of this wave, and I know these guys want some redemption on these obstacles. So we're going to give away some hardware, and we'll get it going. All right, well, that'll do it for you guys. That was wildly entertaining. Definitely check out the live stream after the fact, because that was great. And we're going to give away some hardware. So let's go outside for that. I don't think we're going to live stream the awards. And it's a nice day outside. So let's go outside, and you can take all your masks off, and we will brandish you with our logo in gold, bronze, and silver format.